Hey guys, I'm going to put together a video, be fairly short with close-ups of each of the discus so to give you a better idea of at least the types of discus, the breeds I have, and kind of what their color patterns look like. They are all Stendker Discus and were bred and raised in Baltimore, and then were obviously shipped out to Omaha for me. They range in size from about 4.5 to 6.5 inches, and I think one thing you'll be surprised with if you're new to the hobby is that discus chase each other. They're a little more aggressive than what you'd be led to believe sometimes by reading some articles or things on the internet. They typically don't do any harm to each other, but you'll see that Cobalt actually has some damage to his one of his pectoral fins, and it heals up pretty quick. But there's a couple in the tank that are fairly aggressive, and they'll definitely do some chasing that you'll see throughout the video probably. There's 6 types of discus here. There's a Cobalt that just got pushed over on the right side of the screen there. The brilliant Turquoise is in the middle, Fire Red, and then there's a Pigeon Blood and Checkerboard over on the left, and then the Leopard just came back into the screen. So those are the 6 types I have. I'll put a link to the Stendker Discus page where you're able to purchase some of these on your own. Stendker Discus are known as one of the best, if not the best, discus in the hobby, and a well-known breeder. It's won a lot of awards, and so you have to pay a little bit more to get fish like that. But I think that you'll see in some of these close-up shots that paying a little bit more sometimes is worth it in the health of the fish and the color pattern. This is the Cobalt here. Like I was saying earlier, he's the smallest one in the aquarium. He was a little stunted initially and is now just starting to catch up in size. So you can see a comparison there. Leopard's one of the bigger ones, and the Cobalt's smaller. And so there's a pretty good idea of the difference in size there. The Cobalt has been he's been eating a lot better here recently, and has been increasing in size fairly dramatically. But I really like the metallic blue color, and he has some real good facial markings that you can see there as well, and the kind of red offset to his fins is a nice contrast. It's a personal preference. I like the Cobalts a little better than the Blue Diamonds, and that's why I went with him. But in my aquarium, I was going for a community setting where I had a lot of different contrasting colors and patterns, and so I thought the Cobalt fit in pretty well, especially when you compare him to that Fire Red that's swimming right in front of him now. This is the Checkerboard here, and the Checkerboard is probably my favorite fish in the aquarium. I really like the color pattern that it exhibits, and the black offset for the fins really makes that fish stand out. It's also one of the bigger ones in the aquarium, and kind of goes well with the other fish there too. There's a blue Pigeon Blood that I'll show a close-up up here a little bit later that has more of an orange color to it, but I really like that red, white, and black appearance of the Checkerboard. This is the Fire Red, and he's also one of the more brightly colored fish in the aquarium. Has a great orange-red hue to him with black fins. Like I was saying, he's probably both him and that Checkerboard are the 2 discus that most people, when they come over and see it, are the ones they point out right away. Very active fish, really healthy. Get you an idea. And they're kind of getting together there. So the Checkerboard's on that left side, and the Fire Red is facing him on the right. This is the brilliant Turquoise, one of the bigger fish in the aquarium, and it has a really kind of a cool turquoise, obviously turquoise body, and then dark red stripes. I really like his dorsal fin. When he stretches it out fully, you kind of get an idea of just the size of the fish. It's a kind of a very big, very healthy discus. This is the blue Pigeon Blood. And when you compare him to the Checkerboard, his banding pattern is very similar, but he's much more of an orangish hue than he is red. The Checkerboard's behind him, and I'll try to back out a little bit so you can get an idea of the difference between the colors. But the Checkerboard is much more red and white, The blue pigeon blood is more orange and white. Similar colored fins though. You can give you an idea. The little bit of color contrast there. As they've gotten older, the colors have become more different, more striking in comparison than what they were when they first arrived. And this is the Leopard discus in the aquarium. The Leopard is the more aggressive of the, and there he goes, is the more aggressive of the discus that I have. The dominant in the tank. Spins, he chases more than the others do. But really there's enough discus here that the aggression is dispersed pretty well. And I don't think it causes much harm to the other fish really in the long run. But you can get an idea of the color pattern there, the nice spotted pattern. This leopard leopards are always been a favorite choice for anybody in the hobby, and obviously Stendker leopards are as good as anybody's, if not better.